أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. We are running away from our shaitans and our ego to Allah, to His Prophet, to our Shaykh. Not to run to our ego and our understanding. To follow their sirat, to follow their understanding. And their understanding is not as we like, as we want. Hold on together to the rope of Allah and do not separate. This is ayat. We are not going to say, oh, we are not separating. This ayat, if it's speaking to us, to a murid, is going to say, what is it that I'm doing to separate? We spoke a little bit earlier. So many description of the murid, of the mu'min, of the dervish. Let's leave aside dervish. None of us here can qualify to be. The advice of Mawlana, I say over and over again, no one is putting it up, no one is understanding, no one is reading. That is a dervish. In these days, the Shaykh or his wakil cannot say anything that is negative without the person being upset. Murid. Without pushing the ego straight away. What happened? Why are we here for that? We're here to run after the dunya. Everything that we are doing here as a murids, whatever that you're doing out there, your work, however successful you are, that is just to make you to fill up your time until Mahdi alayhi salam comes. To make yourself busy here and there. Yes, you are serving. But if you serve with your ego, how are you going to serve without your ego? Look and you follow. Don't disconnect. That time you think you are serving, but you're already gone off track. You think you are on Siratul Mustaqim, but you're already gone off track. Those ones, they think they're in Siratul Mustaqim, but they are continuously doing things that is not from the firm sirat. They make their own sirat. Like the Nasranis. Thinking you are still on the Siratul Mustaqim, but you're doing things that is pulling Allah's anger. Like the Yahudi. This is ayat. Prophet ﷺ is saying in the Akhir Zaman, my nation is going to be like that. Even if you enter into the hole of a lizard, my nation is going to be like them, step by step. Don't say Wahhabis. Don't say secularists like this and that. Look at yourself. This ayat is referring to us. So it comes back to us. This is our responsibility now. You think you're in the Siratul Mustaqim. But if there's no connection to who? To the Sirat of those ones that Allah has favored, then we are just going to make the mistakes of the earlier nations over and over again in our lives. So yes, what were you saying earlier? We were saying earlier, and I've said this 4 years ago, I have anticipated this. We say, of course Shaban is putting it in our heart to say that it is what? There will be people who are going to come later. They are going to be very attracted to Shaban. And if they find out that we've been with Shaykh Effendi for 1 year, 2 years, 10 years, they're going to run to us. Why is that? Because this is the protocol. Not just as a protocol, this is the divine order. Because it works, everything else doesn't work. It's not going to work if somebody comes to you and say, oh, what is Shaykh? Just read this sohbet. What is Shaykh Effendi speaking like this? Just look into this YouTube channel and you're going to get it. No, they're asking you. It is just like you ever go to find honey, but you go to the bee and the bee tells you, go and collect honey from the flowers. And Shaykh Effendi had said the honey bee, it collects the nectar, and there is also a poison in those flowers, and he gets rid of the poison and he just collects it and he actually digests it. That's why honey, it is one of the most miraculous food, because the bee has already digested it, and when you eat it, it enters straight into your system. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has blessed that animal, because why? He does not leave his hive until he gives salawat to the Prophet ﷺ. And he does not enter until he gives salawat to the Prophet ﷺ. And every flower is there to show another beauty of the Prophet ﷺ. So now, if the murids are just going to say, somebody is asking, just read this sohbet, just go to this, just go to that. What is that then? That means you yourself, you have not digested it. You cannot give something. So now, we should know our limits. We should know our limits. We should not pass our limits. Once we pass our limits, something that is good that we're doing, it will become bad. If you keep to your limits, maybe what you're doing is bad, is deficient, it will become good. One of the things that Musa alayhi salam was so jealous with this ummah of the Prophet alayhi salam is because he said, Ya Rabbi, I know that there is going to be a people that if they intend to do something wrong, but they stop it, they don't do it, that you are going to reward him with an action as if he did a good action. Let it be from my ummah. Hazrat Musa is saying, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala Jalla wa ala is saying, no, that is reserved for the ummah of my Prophet, of my Habibullah. You have something wrong, you maintain your limits. You don't pass it. It will become right. And we will be blessed and rewarded for that. These are very heavy days for the world. For the world. For nations, these are very heavy days. Blessed days, but they're very heavy days. You're not opening your eyes to understand, or you become numb. How you become numb? You're seeing so many things and your heart is becoming numb. How does the heart become numb? How is the heart of a believer going to be numb? How is the heart of a believer not going to be soft? If the heart of a believer is soft, then yes. You ask me a question. What if somebody gives you a poison? You're a murid. First, you're going to know, especially if the situation is the murids that are doing it. So many questions I'm getting. What if a murid is giving you a hard time? What if you cannot get along with the murid in the dargah? Go on and on. Yes, this is also part of it. You remove yourself away from it, you are not going to understand the teachings and the wisdom and the value of, again, the sohbat. The sohbat is going to make have an effect on you, to give you benefit when you with the other ones that our Shaykh has trained too. What if somebody gives you poison? Now, in this situation, you're going to say that poison is coming from my Shaykh. Don't jump and say because this person is idiot. When you understand that, what is that for you? What is that for you? We're not saying that action now, if it's wrong, openly is wrong, and you're going to say, no, it is right. It is wrong. But what is it for you? How is it for you? It's not going to be open unless there is something there that Allah wants you to learn from. Somebody is giving you poison. Be like the honeybee. Take away the poison and give him back honey. Don't be like the wasp. It's just going to sting. Not making honey, just stinging. Definitely a dargah in a community must have that kind of interaction between people. And this is how we are going to be polished. And this is how we're going to become more complete. Something can be polished and shine only when it's being rubbed over and over again by something that you're not going to like in particular. You're staying away. You say, I don't like that. You're going to stay away. Say, I'm going to escape from everything. Pretty soon you'll be in a situation where you don't like anything. Anything to do with that. Nothing. You're going to make your own dunya, your own world. And we did not come here, top of the mountain, to make our own worlds. Do you understand? Things go up and down. It has to. But what's all this sohbat for if we're not putting into our lives to digest, then that time to be able to give to someone to show? Then what is that use? Ramadan is about to enter. Maybe Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is teaching us right now what we must fast from before we enter into the month of Ramadan. So many very impatient, so many heedless, so many very stubborn and arrogant. Maybe we should fast from that. What does it mean to fast from your stubbornness? Don't be too stubborn. What it means to fast from your arrogance, be a bit more humble. Not just like this. That when someone is saying something to you that is not praising you, whether it's true or it's not, you're going to take that as a chance to fast from that wrong characteristic that you have. Are we looking at it like this? It's for murids. Those who have authority that they're supposed to teach, they say, I'd rather sit there and learn. Because we didn't finish from all our things, maybe. And it's so much easier to sit and to listen than to speak. You're going to be responsible for yourself. Maybe those ones are going to be responsible for everything, for everyone. So, month of Ramadan is coming, yes. Like this or like that is going to enter. May Allah give us strength and increase our faith and increase our connection. Otherwise, this Ramadan may break us. Inshallah, it will not happen. ومن الله توفيق. فاتحة. آمين. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله.